Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to 31 Days of Yoga. If this is your first time here, hello, my name is Wendy, so pleased to have you. If you are into health, fitness, and yoga related videos, then consider subscribing to my channel. And then while you're at it, click that little bell icon to be notified every time I post, which through the month of January will be every single day. So today I have for you an approaching handstand. You can tell by the title that we're going to be moving into handstand. Now, don't feel too intimidated, especially if going upside down isn't something that you feel entirely comfortable with. Maybe just come up to the point where you feel comfortable and then stop and then try it again at another time. So we're going to be doing several strengthening exercises that'll help us go upside down. In my opinion, handstand's kind of one of those ones, it might be scary initially, but it's the easiest one to fall out of. So in some ways, it's a little bit easier than other ones. I would like to invite you, though, to approach it with whatever degree that you would like to or that you feel comfortable with. So without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. We won't need any props, but I would suggest that you practice near a wall because we'll probably be utilizing that in just a little bit. So let's get started. Let's do a little bit of core awakening here. So we're going to pick up our feet. You can just start with your hands behind the thighs if that feels good. You could reach your hands forward. You could have your hands through heart center. We're going to start here. And then when we're ready, we're going to inhale, drop ourselves down so that our low back's on the ground, the legs are straightened out, low boat. Inhale, pull it back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Good. And just keep moving like this. Let's go another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Come down to your low boat. Hold. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let yourself come all the way down. Reach the hands above the head. So from here, we're going to try to press our hands onto the floor, try to press your low back onto the floor, try to really activate through the legs, maybe even flex the feet, and just hold for a moment. So kind of creating the shape of a handstand, but on the ground. So really try to knit the rib cage in, pull up in the belly button, really engage through the pelvic muscles. Engage through the legs, pulling them up and together. And let it go. Good. From here, let's go ahead, come on up. And we'll come around and just make our way onto our heels. So we're going to come into Lolasana and Lolasana prep. So we're going to take our hands down by our sides. So our Lolasana prep means that both of our feet are going to stay on the ground. So we're going to do a big inhale here. And then as we exhale, we're going to press down into our hands, lift our hips, and the feet, the tops of the feet stay on the ground. We're just going to hold here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Good. You can shake out the wrists. Okay, this time we're going to pick up our right foot with us. So take the hands down. Inhale. As we exhale, round, pick up the right foot. Hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Take a moment. No rush. And of course, if that's too hard, if picking up that foot is too much, just do 3 rounds with both of your feet on the ground. Okay? Last one, we're just going to pick up our left foot. Inhale. So our hands, just by the way, are even with our knees. So inhale, and then as we exhale, press away, pick up the left foot. Hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Very good. From here, let's take our hands down, step it back to a plank. So kind of like we're doing a handstand now with our hands just in the wrong position, our arms in the wrong position, but really scoop your pelvis under, a little bit of protraction through the shoulders here, and then just find some circles over the wrists. Other direction. Good, and then let it go. Maybe a little bit of a child's pose here. And then let's come all the way up. So we're going to make our way to our wall. We're going to stand up. So from here, we're going to come so that our heels are just about an inch or two away from the wall. We're going to tuck our pelvis. Let's lift our arms above our head. Try to press your hands into the wall. Scoop your chest down. So scoop your rib cage in. Try to press your low back to the wall and hold. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the legs. Try to press everything into the wall. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Good. Roll it out a few times. All right, so the first time that we are attempting handstand, let's go ahead and do it with the wall, with our backs to the wall. So we'll be going through a few different variations, mostly with just one leg lifted, because that is a really helpful counterbalance. So let's come back. So we're going to be facing our wall. Let's set our hands, about not super close to the wall actually, but probably about 5 to 8 inches away. Spread out the fingers. Try to really pull the fingers in. So we're pressing the knuckles down, pulling the fingers in. That means the top 2 knuckles, the finger knuckles, will likely lift. We're going to lift our hips. And then I'll have you just start here, almost like a small downward dog. We're going to lift our left leg, and then just bending the right knee, just take a hop. And 3 times. Hop. And hop. And you don't even have to touch the wall. Coming back down. So the wall is there to catch you in case you overshoot, but you don't necessarily even have to touch it with these because you're just far enough away. Let's go ahead, come through the other side. So this time the right leg lifts, bend through the left knee, and lift. 3 times. Lift. And lift. Good. Come down. All right, so maybe that was enough. Maybe you just want to work on that, hopping towards the wall, trying to have it maybe catch you, hopefully trying to stay a little bit away from it. I would rather you undershoot and just practice that, getting familiar, than overshooting and hitting the wall every time. Of course, if you hit the wall, it's really no big deal. So let's go ahead, come into a little bit more advanced variation. So this time we'll set up with our feet pressing into the wall, legs straight. So this is how we're going to know our positioning for the next little series. So we're going to take our hands out in line with the sit bones and come so that our chest, or our faces, I guess, are away from the wall. Back would be away from the wall if we lift it up. So we're going to spread out our fingers, grip the ground, lift up into that short downward dog, and then from here we're just going to step up 1 foot at a time. Keep the knees bent if that's a little scary. If you can, start to straighten out the legs. From here, lift up 1 leg. If you'd like to, you can come onto the tiptoe of the other foot, trying to separate yourself from the wall. Come back down and in. Let's just try the other side. Straightening out the leg, coming into that L shape with the legs, and then back and down. Awesome. So if you did that, good job. That's for sure a little bit scarier. You have the support of the wall, but not really in the same way. So if that one's a little bit scary, you're like, I might overshoot myself. Hopefully with the wall, you're feeling some stability, but you can always, if you do overshoot a little bit, I'll just show you. Say you came all the way up to your handstand. Whew. You can just come out in a little cartwheel. So just going one side, 1 foot over to one side and the other. Foot over to that same side. Okay, so let's just do one more variation there. Remember, just take this at the own pace, at your own pace. Remember, just take this at your own pace. So if you are still working, kicking up to the wall, good, just stay with that. Do it a few more times. If you're working, coming away from the wall just with one leg, and that seems like your stopping point, then stay there. If you want to go a little bit further, come along with me. So we're going to set up that L shape once more. Okay, so this time we're going to alternate. I find this pretty fun. So you will find some separation from the wall with this. So once again, we're going to come back up, but this time we're going to lift one leg and then try to switch the legs. So demonstrating, we'll come up into that L sit, come all the way out, lift one of your legs up. Really find some balancing here, and then we'll just try to switch the legs. Trying to let the other leg catch you. Switch, 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 switch. Maybe one more on each side. Very nice. And then when you're ready, come on down. Take a little break. Okay, so very good. I'll just show you one more option if you're completely away from the wall. Well, two more options away from the wall. So from here, find a place for your hands. Take yourself up into that down dog. Step your right foot a little bit further forward and then lift your left leg up. So from here, once again, just trying to make that L shape. Kick up, maybe 3 times. Kick up and kick up. Good, let's switch. Left leg down, right leg lifted. Kick up and up. And up. Very good. Now, last option, of course it's optional, but you can try to switch the legs in the sky. So, coming back kind of into that similar position, maybe starting with your right leg forward, left leg lifted. We're just gonna lift and switch in the air. Lift and switch. Lift and switch. And for me, I can find just a little bit more time hovering. And whenever you're ready, we can relax. All right, well, I hope that you had some fun with that adventure with me. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you again tomorrow. Namaste.